Hello and welcome to this video. Today I will show you my secret strategy, how I find good entries either to long or to short the market. But the key is to understand the GBI, RBI or buyers, sellers and the volume. And if you trade the way that I will show you today, you are just waiting for the price to come to a certain level, and then you pay attention and wait for opportunity. And this is what I'm going to show you now. Let's get it. As you can see, this is my chart. This is the Dow Jones US 30, and I will just show you what I see and what I'm looking for. You can see I already marked some areas, and I will show you now why. This is the 1 hour chart. And what I'm looking for is where are the buyers or the sellers? Where is the volume on the indicator here? What we can see, you can see this here is a big volume. Look, that was a lot of volume, a lot of buyers stepping in. Maybe it was one buyer, two buyers, we don't know. But what we do know is huge amount of volume. And this is what I'm trying to show you. So if we, for example, this is Wednesday, February 5th. That was 2 days ago. And this is 1 hour. Let's go now to the 5 minute. You can see I already did my charting and everything, but I want to show you to understand what this is. This is the volume. So what can we see from this? For me, it's very important to see, look, this candle, I will mark this candle here, the red, right? It's a seller selling the market. And then the buyer stepped in. And this is what we can see on the green candle here. And on the volume here below. He came back, the buyer. He was just waiting for the price to come. And then we can go and check more candles. Where do we see a clear buyer? So we can see on this green and this green candle, right? Let me just move this red. Okay. And then check this out. Where do we see a seller coming in? Here. So the buyer really showed me on this red candle here and below. You can see the buyer is present. He will buy everything what the seller wants to offer. And this is the area that I really like to see the price come back to make a trade, to make a decision to see if the buyer is still present. And if we go now to the 15 minute and we go to the right side, okay, this is here, you can see here, we go back, look where the price came to this candle, exactly to the line that we have here. And of course we can see another, this is important to understand where the buyers started to buy. And let me go back to the 5 minute to show you why I have the green box here. I really want to show you everything so you understand this. Look, this is the resistance, the seller trying to sell, right? And this green candle, you can see the box green I have here. This candle, right? You see my cursor. This is what I would like to see to be touched. Yes, I have marked this below, and this is very important. But this seller, it's dead. This candle killed the seller, and that's important to understand. This move killed the seller, and this is telling me the price will most likely come back here, or if it does, I want to be prepared. I want to watch for my setup for my opportunity. And this candle did a new high. We go back down. You can see here a huge volume, but I will not mark this candle out. I will mark this one. This one is very important that I did as well, but it didn't do a new high. This one did. This candle, this move here killed this seller, and this is important for me. And that's why we go on the right, and that's this is Wednesday, and the price came back, sorry, The price came back Wednesday, Thursday. So in one day, the price came back to this level from the breakout from Wednesday. It touched the level, the box, and never came back again. This is now today Friday, but look at the move. So if you really look for a high probability trade, nothing is 100%. Nothing is sure. This video is for entertainment purposes only. This is only what I do, what I see, what I understand and look for to trade. If you trade, you can lose all of your money, like I did the first 3 years. And when I understood this and I got it in my head, okay, I understand now. I'm looking for the buyers. If he will come back, I need to chart the buyer. I need to find him, the seller, buyer, whatever, the volume. And then I'm trading from this area. And the buyer came back again. Because when the price is coming back to the area where the buyer started the move, we want to see if he is still around. Maybe he's not. We don't know. But this candle will show us. That here was a huge candle, huge, massive volume. This is 8:30 p.m. European time, so that's around 2:30 New York p.m. So this candle took over the control. You can see this candle, this one. So this candle was a safe entry to take. You see this candle? It's beautiful. We see here, for example, just green, not much sellers, because the buyer took control over. So if you want to wait and not take the trade in the green box, this would be your entry. We mark this candle, or we don't need to mark, we can see already. We can just do a fair value gap or the imbalance we will mark. And the imbalance was here. That was the imbalance. It was not touched, and the price will come most likely back, and we can see the buyer, you see it pushing big volume up. And what happened? This candle came back to touch this area, and here on this candle we can see, we could look, this would be technically the trade. If you want to be really sure and safe to enter, you could enter here. You put your stop loss below this candle, 48 points, and you could target the next area of volume. So this could be this top here or just here, because the move started really here, the seller. So this would be a one-to-one trade. But this is how I look for entries, opportunities that are high probability. I don't want to trade blindly. And let's move forward. I want to show you more example. Yes, this is what I wanted to show you. Why the price will react. Let me remove this now. The price removed here. These are all the red lines I did because here we had big volume, big seller volume. I want to show you this. Long here. This is another opportunity. That was a big, you see that? Big volume. And we got a rejection here. We have here big seller volume coming in. This is 12 noon. This is lunch in London. But let me zoom in. I want to show you this setup so you will understand. This is high volume here, right? And what can we see from this volume? We can see one thing. High volume going down, low, okay, seller stepping back in. You can see the red is more than the green. Maybe this is confusing because the red represent a lot of sellers and a little green, it's just a little buyer, you know, so you understand the point. And when this is coming back, you see that? We will have a rejection. Why? Because I want to see where this seller started the move. What this is Thursday 11:45. Let's go to the 2-minute. This video will be a little bit long, but I want you to understand this. This is so important. It took me years to understand this. Years learning, testing, losing money to really get it. And I mean, pay attention. So what do we have here? We have our control bar, GBI. We have our setup that we most likely trade when we are actively trading, right? But this setup or this signal that we get from the indicator, yes, you can take it right now, or this is telling me this here is huge volume. Okay, it took me years to get it. Yes, I heard it before, but I was not paying attention to this. And I want you to pay attention to this, and you can trade just this and you will be fine. So we can see here, this is our setup from the GBI, RBI, but the volume, where is the volume? The volume happened in this candle. So the buyer really came in on the top. This is where I did the line, the seller line. You see that? This is the volume. And then of course the volume continues to the next bar, but I want to know where he started the move. He started the move here. So we can basically put this line or this box, this box, and if price is coming to this box, I want to pay close attention. I will not just go in the trade and short and sell. No, I will wait. I want to see if the buyers is coming back. But for this, we need different tools, footprint, volume profile. But in this video, I want to just to show you to understand what to look for. Yes, maybe you could go in the trade here because you are too early. You would take the trade here. Okay, it's now touching. We go down, stop loss here. It would stop you out. So that's why you need to wait. And you can see the price is, this is London. You can see one now pre-New York opening, and the price is coming up, up, up. Let me show you. Now we are in the box. We are in the green, the red line where the seller started. And if he is here, he will show us that he is present. And this is exactly what he did. Now, looking just the candles, it's a little bit difficult to see the seller. That's why we are reading footprint charts, volume profile to get more confirmation. But this is another topic, another video. For example, I have here volume candles. We could even see if the volume came back. A huge, massive volume came on this candle, and then we had a New York opening. So if you really want to wait to see if this is the trade that you want to take, well, you could enter the trade here on this candle. We have a big push down. For example, this candle, your stop loss is going above the previous high, which we know the seller is present here. You can target just the low, and this would be a trade of 1 to 1, for example. Already this setup will pay you good income. But I want you just to understand what's going on. When we see this setup, control bar, GBI, it's telling me the buyer is pushing the price, so that's volume. And if he is still present, he will defend his price. So let's go more down. I want to show you this. Again, this is the volume. Look at this control bar. This control bar is strong because it broke the previous low. You see that? It's a huge volume. It's 3:50 p.m. London, so it's around 9:50, yeah, in New York. So this candle, normally as a beginner, you will come here, you will enter, and you will make the trade, right? You will be profitable, and you will make your 100, 500, whatever you risk. But if you understand this better, you wait. You found the seller, you know where he is. He is here. And then we wait to be touched again. This area here. Because this is where he is. We came back, we touched. Let's push down more. Then we get another seller. High volume here. You see that? Another. And even better, what we can see, we have another break from the structure here. I will remove this because this is another. Look, we see another setup here. A big control bar pushing down. So this is a new low telling me high volume. Even here on the bottom you can see in the indicator huge volume. You see that? We mark this area out. If we would take this GBI, we will make it. We will be profitable. If you target 1-to-1, you will make your $100 or 500, whatever you risk on this trade, and you can take it. But you are prepared for the next move. If or when the price is returning to this control bar, to this seller, you want to pay close attention and watch the chart. And then of course you need another confluence like footprint or volume profile, but just watching the box and seeing the candle reaction and the line break like I did here would give you enough enough information, data to go short and take the trade. And this is exactly what we got here. Huge volume. Forget about this. I want to see the low, the seller is breaking the low, higher low, lower low, lower low. And this is what's happening here. The price came back, and based on this candles, we don't really know if he is still present, but this red candle here, let me show you the candle, this candle, and it's even a control bar. The seller is present, he is here, we have a line break, you can position yourself, you can enter immediately the trade if you want. Stop loss is just going above 41 points. Don't forget, this is the Dow Jones, we can target just the low, we will do 1-to-1. The risk to reward ratio here is, how much is it? 1.4. So we risk 500 and we would make around $700 on this trade. You see how everything is connected. You just need to pay attention to those little details. And another trade, this is what I marked before, this is what I took, and this is how the price is reacting from these areas. And then we have, look, this here is another low. You can see that on where the move happened. The move happened here. Let me show you so you will know exactly what I'm talking about. This is where he started the new lower low. We started, okay, so the seller likes the price. That's why I put the line here, the green. And now the price is coming back to him, and we can see immediately rejection. We had a line break. You have another opportunity to short. Beginners don't know this. This will save you years of losing money, frustration, hope that this can work for you. And it can. You just need to see it from a different perspective. Listen to me. I was a 3 years losing trader. I was losing my mind, my nerves, because I couldn't understand what's going on. Here you see exactly what's going on. I share this with you. If I had this video when I started, it would be completely different, but you know what? Everybody needs their own experience, and this is what I had. You can enter the trade here. We can see the big candle here. You can enter immediately on the close of the candle. You position your stop loss just above the box, 40 points. You target again the low and you will hit it. What's the target? 74 points. It's like 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. You risk $100, you're making close to 200. You risk 500, you're making close to 1,000. This is what you need to learn, what you need to practice, backtest. It will change your trading career, trading, how you see trading. If you understand this market structure break, we can see a higher break or lower break. We look for the big seller, big volume, big move. In my case, I had the indicator telling me already, look, here's volume, here's the control bar. So the control bar happens for one reason. Buyer or sellers are present with high volume. And you can see when the price is coming back to this control bar, high buyer or seller, the price is reacting accordingly to the price. And then the price is just going down. And this is the 2-minute. You can scalp this all day long. And then again, rejection here. And then it's finished. But for this, you need to zoom out, because you can see the blue line. The blue line represent for me the big buyer from 1 day earlier. Okay, this is how you need to read the market, the chart. These are just candles. Of course, you need to go a little bit more deeper to understand everything. But if I had this video, I would be so happy when I started. Now you have it. Be happy, use it, and I wish you all the best with your trading. Bye bye.
You click subscribe, like, and see you next time.